What is up guys, so today I'm going to be showing you how to do a basic zoom in transition on After Effects. All you're going to need is the Sapphire plugins, and let's get straight into it. So basically we're going to go ahead to our effects over here, type in s_blow curves, and we're going to add it to both the clips. And then what you want to do is set the wrap X and wrap Y to be both reflect, and you're going to do that for both clips. Then what you want to do is on the first clip, you want it to come about 8 frames back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you're going to want to animate the Z distance here. And if you press U on your keyboard, then it should pop up your little keyframe. Go to the end of the clip, and you're going to want to set it to be 0.1. On the second clip, you want to click on the timer as well, and you're going to set it to be 1.9 for the first one. Then you're gonna, if we open it up as well, pressing U on the keyboard, we're gonna go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 keyframes again, and we're gonna reset it back to 1. And that's pretty much our transition done, but we are just gonna basically smoothen it out and make the keyframes a bit nicer. And we're also gonna add a warp effect as well. So select both the keyframes, and you're gonna hit F9 on your keyboard, and you're gonna do that for both clips. You can also right click to go to the keyframe assistant and do easy ease, and that makes it a little bit better. But we're also going to play around with the graph. So on the effect, if you click on the effect and click on this graph tab here, and then click on the graph, these two yellow lines for the first graph, you want to drag them to the top right. This is just my experience, this is what I find to be the best. And on the second graph, you're going to want to drag it to be the bottom left, and you just to access the graphs, you just click on the effects over here in the composition. And if we close the graph here, then we go back to normal, and we're going to add another effect onto both clips. We're going to add the warp effect, which comes already pre-installed with After Effects, and we're going to set the warp style. If we close it over here, we've got to set the warp style to be fisheye on both of them, and we're basically going to be playing around with the bend values. So if we go over to our first, this is the first 8 here, and we set the bend to be 0. Then if we animate it and then go over to the end of the clip, we're going to set it to be about -80 is usually fine for me, but you can do a little bit more, you can do a little bit less, whatever you want to find, whatever you find is best for you. If you press U again on your keyboard, then we can open it up and press F9 and easy ease them. You always want to easy ease because it just makes it a little bit nicer, and it basically make it transition more smoother rather than jumping. And we're going to do the same again, but we're going to start off with -80 on this clip, edit the transition, and then go to the end, and we're going to set it back to 0. We're also going to play around with the graphs on this one. So for the bend on the first clip, open up the graph, click on it, and we're going to drag it to the top right, which is just over here. And then for the second one, we're going to click on the bend, click on it, and this time, by the way, if you don't have the 2 lines, just click on this one here and it should bring it up, and then just drag it up to the top left, and then there we go. That's pretty much everything. If we exit out of here and press U on our keyboard again, then it should close everything, and that's our transition done. And that's everything. That's all done. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you want to learn how to save these effects, so then all you've got to do next time is just drag them on. I've already got these saved over here, so I can just drag the first one onto the first clip and the second one onto the second clip. If you want to learn how to do that, I'll leave a video in the description. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.